Welcome in, everybody. And whether you're Irish or not, there's usually a potato that is your friend. And, with the low-carb diets and stuff, people don't talk as much about potatoes anymore. But I'm going to tell you, there's never been a potato I didn't like.
And potatoes actually are not that unhealthy for you. It is more about the stuff that we put on them that gets us.
Oh, see, there you go.
I need cheese.
Of course, I like butter and sour cream. Yeah,
I need butter. I need sour cream. I need extra salt. I need all that. But potatoes can be our friend. But I thought we would talk just about potatoes in general.
Okay.
So, as a farmer, there are certain potatoes that grow better than others. For general purposes, as we know, Idaho is the king for our utility or our russet potato, and that is truly the workhorse potato that you find in the kitchen. If it just says potatoes, you can always use these.
Yeah,
if it doesn't
great
specify.
for baking and all that. So good.
And the other ones that you find most commonly in the grocery store are your new red potatoes.
Oh, yes, yes.
And they are truly better when they are newly dug, because the skin just kind of disintegrates as you're cooking or boiling them. Now, we were talking before, Devon, when you've been out to see us here on the farm, about the different sizes or grades of potatoes. And so just to go back through that really simply is A is the largest size, and it's going to be this size or larger. And then you have a B size, which is about right there. And then you have C, which is the tiny taters.
Your tiny tots.
And then you have these little bitty guys that you can find.
I see these all the time, and I go, how do you use those?
These are creamers.
Oh, okay.
And if you are trying to avoid using butter, sour cream, extra things in your potatoes, these are the best ones because they're naturally creamy.
Oh, okay.
They cook super fast.
Do you need to peel them?
You don't peel them. You just put them in a little pot of water, boil them until they're fork tender, pour them off. My husband likes to mash them up and put just a little tiny bit of butter and a tiny bit of salt, and they're delicious just like that.
Wow.
They don't need as much. They're not a high maintenance potato.
And you can make a great potato soup with that too.
I'll just drop them in, either whole or halved. It'd be really good. So, and then we have Yukon Gold potatoes.
Y'all, frying these up in a skillet with some onion, they make the great, some people call them hash browns, I call them fried potatoes, but those Yukon Golds are, so good that way.
Yes, they have a different starch content than the other potatoes do. So they work really, really super, super well for mashed potatoes as well. And so when you cut them, the reason they're called Yukon Gold, and I have some that are cut right here, they have kind of a goldish color to the flesh versus the white of a traditional russet potato. So Yukon Gold.
Can I ask you, if you're going to cut these, a lot of times you like to do your food prep in advance and have them in the refrigerator. If you're going to, can you store these in the refrigerator and then use them like the next day?
In water.
Okay, put them in water because sometimes they turn dark, and so.
That's water is your friend. Make sure that there's water to cover the potato and put a lid on it. Oxygen is what is turning it brown, just like with an apple or anything else. So the water gives you a barrier. The lid stops anything from rumbling around when you jostle it in the refrigerator.
And once they're dark, you can't turn them back.
No, then you just have to fry them crispy and nobody knows they were brown.
Okay, that's the answer to that question. Now what about these? Is that just another russet potato? What is this?
This one is a Yukon Gold, but I brought him specially because he looks a little bit different. What color is coming out from under that?
Green, the green potato.
It's green, and when you start seeing green in your potatoes, that means you have let them sit there a little bit. You haven't gotten to them in a timely manner. You have forgotten your potato. And even though potatoes are low maintenance potatoes,
you're right,
they still need some TLC. So what you're going to do is you're going to peel this potato back just a little bit. And if you can't easily peel away that first layer of green, you just keep seeing green, or it's really green down deep into the potato, you probably don't want to use this potato for eating, because too much of the green chemical that makes it turn is telling this potato, go to seed, make a seed. So watch for the green in potatoes. At that point in time, they'll be really good for your pig.
Yeah.
They'd be really good to if you've caught it in time, go ahead and cut it in quarters. If it's got a little eye on it, you can plant that.
Okay.
Always when you're planting, as my granddaddy would say, make sure your taters have 2 eyes.
Oh, okay. Plant 2 eyes when you
2 eyes, not 1 eye, 2 eyes. It stands a better chance of germinating.
See all that good stuff. And I always heard that if you don't ever eat the eye of a potato.
It's not very appetizing.
So don't do it.
It's kind of like that bay leaf. Oh.
Okay, just because it's yucky, not because it's going to do anything bad to you, but it's great to plant. And when do you plant the potatoes out here at Green Door?
So we typically do a late spring planting.
Okay.
So people get confused about frost dates and when to plant what things, and we can demystify some of that coming up.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at MidSouthExteriors.com.
Melanie Thompson with us. She is the Senior Vice President for the Better Business Bureau in our area. Melanie, thank you and good morning.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. So let's talk about the work and what it is that the Better Business Bureau actually is.
We want to, Better Business Bureau wants to create trust in the marketplace. So we work with consumers and businesses, helping them get any type of grievance that there is or misunderstanding worked out between them. And we also just monitor the marketplace, and everything that we do, whether it's complaints or reviews, it's in writing that we get it. It's verified information that we get from consumers. So you can look up to find businesses you can trust. We have some that have chosen to be accredited, and we rank them on A+ to F. And then you can also find businesses on our website that aren't accredited, but they still can have a great rating. So, but then we have some businesses that just want to take that extra step, get accredited, be able to use our logo, and automatically when somebody sees that, they know they can trust that business.
So it's almost like you guys vet each business for the consumer.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Very nice. And then you're also up to date on the scams that are in our areas and what consumers face each and every day, which is unfortunate because, again, there's such a wide variety of scams.
There are. Yeah.
How does that information come to you? How do you guys learn about the scams?
Well, we actually have on bbb.org/scam tracker, we get people that report things to us. We get phone calls, we get emails, we get all kinds of things reported from the public. And then we'll look into those.
So talking about the scams that are out there, what do you hear? What do you have? What are some of the biggest ones that you guys see that consumers face right now?
Well, one of the big ones is weight loss scams.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, everybody wants to lose weight, right? But the thing you have to think about for just about any scam or things that come across your emails or text messages is listen to that little voice in your head. If it's too good to be true, it is. Do your research on the company before you engage in any kind of interaction with them. But weight loss, you'll see a lot of things where it's like lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks or, things for free trials. I've seen a lot of those where some of the supplements and things that businesses are pushing, then it says free trial, but then you get, how long is that free trial for?
Right.
And then sometimes they'll get charged like in the small print.
Always in the small print.
Always in the small print. And then there's a recurring charge, monthly charge. So those are things you need to ask yourself, and always, of course, talk to your doctor about weight loss options.
As you're watching this, heads up to you, listen up this morning. Again, the Better Business Bureau really telling us now about the scams that are out there. We hear so often that you have maybe the seniors that fall victim to this, or those that are just not as knowledgeable, which tends to be a younger audience. But we could also come to a scam that is out there. So weight loss is one. What's another one?
Another one is just your basic phishing scams, whether it's I get a lot through text messages myself or emails where they pretend to be another company. You know, like I've gotten some from Amazon that they're going to cut my account off, and you know, banking ones that I'm like, I don't have an account there, so that's okay if you cut that off, you know, and things like that. And when you are getting emails and things like that, the best thing that you can do is hover over the email address that it came from. And then you can see exactly where that originated from, because most likely it's going to be an email address that has nothing to do with Amazon or the bank or anything else that they're trying to scare you into clicking on that link so they can steal your information.
That just, it's heartbreaking when people do fall victim, because they have lost, and people have lost thousands upon thousands of dollars, retirement savings for their, you know, grandchildren's, you know, education or whatnot. I'm not going to lie. There have been times that I've had calls come in or seen an email. So I've turned around to call the actual company. So say like Amazon, there's a customer service number there. Turn around and call and be like, hey, is this accurate? Is this for real?
No, that's exactly what you need to do, is directly call the company, because the scammers are getting better. Their emails are getting better, and just call the company directly. Don't call the number from the email or the text message or any of that, because that's attached to a scammer more than likely. So call the business directly if you're unsure, or you can also call us or email us, and we're happy to help with that.
How can we continue to track the information that you receive and what you're putting out?
You can actually go to our website, which is bbb.org, and you can sign up for our email newsletters. You can follow us on social media, you know, anything like that.
Melanie, is there anything that I haven't asked you yet that you think would be informative and helpful for those who are watching?
Listen to your gut feelings. If you don't know or are unsure, reach out. You know, and it's like, for me, I know my hard, fast rule is, if I don't know who's calling me and I don't know who's knocking on my front door, I'm not going to answer it.
Right.
If it's that important, they will figure out how to contact me.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that. And again, talk to those in your circle about scams that you hear about so they don't fall victim. And again, just be aware of what's coming through your phone and through your email.
Hello, I'm Director Buddy Lewis of the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Today I'm here with Colonel Matt Perry of the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Tennessee traffic fatalities are on the rise, and we need your help. Speeding and reckless driving have dramatically increased statewide. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office is partnering with THP and local law enforcement to prevent future crashes, injuries, and fatalities. Speeding drivers are almost 3 times more likely to be involved in fatal or serious injury crashes. Speeding lowers your reaction time, increases the risk of losing control of your vehicle, reduces the effectiveness of your occupant protection equipment, and threatens the safety of everyone around you. All we ask is for voluntary compliance.
Speed is a contributing factor in approximately 15% of all traffic fatalities in Tennessee. From 2019 to 2021, there were over 22,000 speeding-related crashes in Tennessee. During the Slow Down Tennessee campaign, you will notice an increased presence of troopers statewide. Speed enforcement is a primary duty of the Tennessee Highway Patrol. We are asking everyone to slow down and focus on their driving. The most difficult part of our job is notifying someone's family of the loss of a loved one. However, you can help us prevent a future tragedy by obeying the law. If you see someone driving unsafe, please call one of our dispatch centers by dialing star THP. That is star 847 from your cell phone. We want everyone to make it home safely.
Let's be considerate of all roadway users. Obey the traffic laws, buckle up, pay attention, never drink and drive, and slow down, Tennessee.
We have lots of music going on in the background, but it's a lot going on here at the Handmade Market. Tell me who you are and where you came from.
My name is Jessica Williams, and I'm here with My Spencer Cole Baby Boutique, and we're out of West Virginia.
I love it, and it's a baby boutique. I'm the kind of person who buys baby stuff when I don't have babies. I don't have grandbabies. It's just so cute. Tell me a little bit. There's some really cool selling features to what you have.
Yeah, okay, so we are all organic, all American made, American milled, American dyed, no toxic chemicals, nothing harmful to the baby. So we're eco-friendly. We use all of our scraps. We're very sustainable. And the way that we make our clothing, we draft our patterns so the clothing grows with the child, so it's not easily thrown away, because I know that trash is a huge problem and clothing makes up a majority of our trash issues. And it is true, whenever you have better quality, it holds up longer. So absolutely. Here, I'll let you feel the softness of it.
Oh my gosh, it really is cute. Look at this onesie.
Squishy and soft, and it's just, this is one of our top sellers, and it's called the Sweater Romper, and they're just absolutely adorable. And can I show you one feature that is like everyone has loved since they've been here? Okay, so anyone who has a baby knows how hard it is to change them, and snaps and zippers always aren't your best. So we have a hack, and it's an easy diaper hack. So you flip out the baby's bum and you put it back in. No fighting, no mess, no snaps. The best thing.
I love that. No snaps, no buttons. Well, I got to tell you, I changed my first diaper at age 40. So trust me, I'm not kid friendly myself, but but that looks really helpful.
Thank you so much. People really like it, and we get requests for it. They're like, "Can you put that in our pajamas? Can you put this in our whatever outfit?" So it's really been a hit with modern moms, trying to do better.
She's speaking of modern moms. There's one thing, and you guys, we might need a disclaimer, but she said, "Should I hold the boob?" Your breastfeeding advocates, and breastfeeding is so important. If you can do that, it's very important for the health of your baby. So tell me what these are.
Yeah, so these are just beanies. These are handmade beanies, and we use top quality yarn, and everything is handmade, and we have multiple tones and whatnot just to represent all of the women who, have the opportunity to breastfeed. And it is hard and it's a struggle, but you're not alone, and you can do it, and there are other people there to help you. So if you would like one of our boob beanies or anything else out of this baby boutique, you can find us online. We're online at myspencercole.com. And anybody who's been here in Nashville, I'll set a code, NASH20, and if you get online and use our code, everyone will get 20% off for welcoming us to this lovely city.
myspencercole.com. The promo code is NASH20. NASH20. Save a little money and get these amazing baby gifts.
You can't see the sights without the sounds. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd and everything in between, discover what Hit City has to offer. Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
Okay, what's your name and what's your business?
Hi, my name is Krista, and my business is Stone Simple. Started it back in 2014 with my daughter. Just needed a natural skincare line I started to get eczema and really bad dry skin, and I just needed an alternative to over-the-counter products. And we started with our soaps. Our soaps have 41 ounces of oils and butters in them, no preservatives or fillers. And then we moved on to, I make my own rose water facial toner.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
It's my own rose water. I take it from the whole rose plant, and then I mix it with a alcohol-free witch hazel, which is great for our skin, great pH balance. Rose water's been around since the turn of the century, turn of time, start of time.
Look at these soaps. These are incredible. And you make all these?
I make all of them myself, and I always ask that people cut them in half long ways to help with soap waste. And also you kind of get 2 bars for the price of 1, because they are large bars, and that way you can hold it in your hand. And then I have a vegan lip balm, which is a lavender and coconut, and it's used with a canonella wax and no beeswax, so there's no harm to the bees. And then I have a men's line, which is a men's aftershave spray toner, And then I also have a beard oil as well, made with grapeseed oil and all natural ingredients, vitamin E and tea tree oil.
Can I tell you how great this place smells? Y'all, you'd be blown away if you heard it. Stone Simple, located in Columbia, Tennessee. Now, do you have a website and do you ship?
I ship, absolutely. And I don't have a website, but if you follow me on my Facebook page, Stone Simple, or Instagram as Stone Simple Beauty, and message me or text me, I'd be happy to help you.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Take a look at all this wonderful stuff. It smells heavenly.
Devon O'Day here at Preds Night, Main Street Media Night at the Predators game. I'm going to play the Kraken tonight. But you know what? We have met so many amazing people. People who say, oh my gosh, are you the paper in Clarksville? Yeah, we're the paper in Clarksville. Are you the paper in Mount Juliet? Yes, we're the paper in Mount Juliet. We're Wilson County. We are your high school sports paper. We cover everything that's hyper-local, the good stories, the feel-good stories, the stories that you want to clip out and put on your refrigerator just to remember. Maybe you want to send it to somebody to say, hey, saw you in the paper. That's what Main Street Media is all about. And thanks for coming to Main Street Media Night here at the Preds game. Go Preds!
Mid-South Exterior.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. When it comes to sunrooms and screen porches, we have more than 60 years experience helping Middle Tennesseans add value to their homes. At Mid-South Exteriors, we install all types of siding, from hardy board to all the new vinyl designs. We also do custom trim, gutters and downspouts. We even do roofing. And of course, energy-efficient replacement windows. Our website is our showroom, so we come to you and sell direct to you for less.
MidSouthExteriors.com. No. Thank you. One last time. Man, my family thought I was off my rocker. I remember my brothers called an intervention. They said, what is your major malfunction, little brother? I wondered if they were right. But I had to admit to myself, I couldn't waver from my decision. Why? I had to find out.
Hello to all our friends at the Nashville Zoo. We are here in the Brazilian Cerrado, adjusting the collar on a juvenile albino giant anteater. And this is a very special giant anteater. As you can see from his color, he's very different. This is the world's only known albino giant anteater. And we have now been monitoring him for 4.5 months since he's left his mother's back. And we are trying to understand how he is adapting in this altered habitat, how he's impacted by temperature, and how he's moving through the landscape, and trying to get to know him a little bit better to compare him with the other juveniles and all the other anteaters that we are studying. As you can see, this coloration does not offer him a great advantage. He's very conspicuous. So we are wishing him all the best. And carefully monitoring him.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
Woo, we've had a big old show, but I have been waiting to find out about planting potatoes. Planting bucket potatoes are something I like to do. Take a 5-gallon bucket. Remember to put holes in the bottom of the 5-gallon bucket so it drains. Whatever you do when you plant potatoes, good drainage is always important, right?
Yes, that's any plant, but especially potatoes, which can rot very quickly if they're sitting in water.
You pull out that plant thinking you're going to have potatoes, and it's like, oh, not good.
You know what? I have loved this tater talk, Devon. It's been great.
I have too. Well, when it comes to the season that you planted, you said late spring?
Late spring, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that these guys are really starting to make a nice seed head and got a little green in them, just like we talked about. And then we're going to cut them. Don't plant them whole. Go ahead and cut them. And leave some of the potato on there. Don't cut the eye as close as you can because this is the nutrient that goes in there. But late spring, once you get a ground temperature over 55 degrees.
Over 55 degrees. Okay, all the blackberry and dogwood and all those other winters, wait till those are done. And then you plant your taters. And when do you harvest potatoes? Is it fall harvest?
When they're done. When they're ready.
And you can always tell, I would say, what looks like an old icky old potato, you throw it on the ground, and the leaves are so pretty. They make the prettiest plants. I love potato plants.
And they like spill over that 5-gallon bucket and they look great. And when they start looking terrible, dying back, that's your signal that your potatoes are getting ready to be dug. Sacrifice one plant, dig around in there. You can check the size of the potatoes. You don't have to pull it all the way out. You can just disturb the dirt a little bit and make sure you see the potatoes forming. If you're the kind of person that likes a B-grade potato, or if you're like me, I love these little creamers, no work. Again, I'm telling you, I'm a little bit lazy these days. I have too much work coming up for the spring, so I don't want to have to do this kind of work when I don't have to, right? So if I wanted a lot of potatoes like that, I might take it right as the leaves are starting to fade into brown. So
I like it. Well, I think I need to make some potato soup. Some stewed potatoes, as my Aunt Leslie used to say. You guys, thank you for joining us for Devon's Table. And remember, if you want to be, oh no, I'll get this right. Look at me. If you are looking for a blessing, you got to first be one.